We're in the garden with the 3 basils. What I'm doing right now, I just got finished cutting the grass. This would be nothing but nutrients, a lot of nitrogen, also a weed suppressant, keep the weeds down. So this is food. This is food for the plants. Yeah, I'll take these lower leaves off. The ones that's touching the ground. These good. I might as well use these. Ain't nothing like growing your own. Yeah, this is all just keeping. Also, it makes the garden look good too. Keep that soil nice and rich. Then when I'm ready to plant back in it, all I gotta do is move all this stuff to the side. And that soil down there rich. So probably within this month, starting next month, I'll start planting that second wave. Definitely a lot of greens. So those greens will carry me through the winter time. Yeah, this. Got basil. Got the 3 basils. These 3 here. And this right here is bell peppers. Still kind of small. But we'll see. Let's feed them this good some good nutrients. Natural nutrients, nitrogen. And I'm sure there's more to it than just the nitrogen. I just don't know for real. But steady, still learning. It's like this little stuff that I'm doing, things that I pick up from different channels, and just to understanding nature, man. Like this stuff all goes back. All this stuff goes back. Constantly feeding. Don't need no help. God don't need no help. He don't need our help. This stuff gonna do what it's gonna do. I got a little bit, but that's that. That's the basils. That's my jelly bean tomatoes. Then over here I got some beans. Look at all. I don't know if these is like a bush bean. I don't think they're gonna trellis. I don't think they're gonna trellis up. But yeah, these all beans. So we're gonna see how that do. Alright. And we're gonna come on down here. Then I got peas. We got the peas on this trellis. Those are going up, as you can see. Then we got some jalapenos. We got a lot of the peppers over here. That little back row. Got some spaghetti squash. That's the spaghetti squash. As you can see right there. See that bottom, you can see that little the squash right in there, but it's a lot of those. Here goes some peppers. I think those are cayenne peppers. Here goes some more. I got more corn. Got more corn growing right here. I got a surprise watermelon growing right there. I just let that go ahead and run. But these beds, they definitely doing good. We're holding down the weeds. Also, as it rains, it's keeping that moisture in. So on these hot days, that top dries out. The top dries out, but I don't have to worry about. I don't have to worry about always watering. So we just put this, fresh layer. We got some clippings from some leaves, some other stuff out the garden that I kind of shredded up within this. So all that's gonna be nutrients as that stuff grow back down, especially as nitrogen for these beans. Goal, a goal of mine, something I really want to do one day. It'd be beautiful to have some like-minded people, man. But to get some land, a couple acres, 1, 2 acres, and I envision a whole bunch of garden beds just spread out where everybody that wants to learn how to do this, who've always had the desire to learn how to do it, even if you're watching me, all this stuff is even new to me. But it's definitely gave me some peace in life. Realizing all the hustle and the bustle, long hours in the barber shop, 8 in the morning to 9, 10 o'clock at night, just chasing after the wind and not even living life. You know what I mean? But I definitely understand the thing called life that we all got to go through. Life. You know what I mean? I see a lot of new barbers coming up. I see that zeal that I had when I was young on fire, like just really loving what I do and real passionate. But you know, the older you get from experience and understanding life and learning life and just understanding wanting to get to the basics and the peace and simplicity of life, Yah sent me to this garden and just a simple script that says some plant, some water, but he gives the increase. All this started off with a vision first. It all started off with a vision. Hold on. Let me show you the vision, man. I think I showed it on some previous clips. But all these beds, it started out with just the designing of how I wanted the beds. Then as the beds came, the different seasons came because y'all faithful. You know, winter, spring, summer, fall. He definitely faithful. So you don't worry about life because you know it's all in his hands and he don't miss a beat. Then once we did that with the beds, then we came up with the trellises. Each one of the trellises, those carry just to carry the fruit up. You know what I mean? Easy to manage, easy to pick. Then in the background, I got my pear trees. Sometimes we put off today. We put off tomorrow what we can do today. So you know, with pear trees or any fruit trees, it takes at least 4 to 5 years for those things to kind of start bearing fruit. So you know, instead of every year wishing I would have, you know what I mean? I started the pear tree probably this year. I have some pear trees. This is probably going on the second to third year. So I'm really not seeing any fruit, but just learning to be able to maintain them through the seasons. They still got the green leaves on it, and eventually, you know, they'll grow fruit. The little piece right here with the water, just kind of wanted to have something like a little natural scape with the flowers in the back. You know what I mean? I saw all the vision before it came, but now I'm getting to witness it. So to wake up in the morning and see that vision coming to fruition. You know what I mean? These beds, I knew where I was placing the corn. You placing all these seeds, not even really knowing, but some plant, some water, he gets the increase. I gotta wait on Yah. I gotta wait on for everything. There's nothing that I can speed up. So these watermelon, they're finally starting to take off from the last video I showed. This is my yellow. I may be mistaken, but we definitely gonna find out. But I'm thinking this is um, the yellow seed that I planted. The orange flesh. This is the orange flesh seed that I planted. And then over here, hold up, I'm trying to work this gimbal. And this is the regular red flesh. And then right here, I found some more corn. You know, I kind of like that corn. We got that growing crazy. That's my pear trees. Then my waterfall, I had the idea just of some flowers. Just kind of go with the uh, the whole theme of the garden concept. Here we got some yellow tomatoes. I've been tearing these up all day. Eat these to your heart's content. This cucumber bed's going crazy. It overflowed and covered up my walkway. Cucumbers is going, doing their thing. Then we come over here. Then the beautiful thing what we did with these leaves, right? The wife done cooked up some broccoli green chips. With some Celtic sea salt. Oh goodness. Off the chain. Check this out. Right here we have carrots. You kinda can see down in there, they on their way, they forming, doing their thing. Those gonna take a minute. Patience. All these little thin stems, olive, this garlic. Check these out. This right here is celery. Look at these, look at that. You see them celery stalks? And it's so pungent, you can smell it. Straight celery. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 celery stalks. I'm trying to get these weeds as much as I can. That's where I put that grass down. It's going to suppress a lot of that. Then right here, these pots right here, these not what I planted. I don't know how they got here, because what I had going in here was like some pear seeds. See, I still got it labeled. Some pear seeds that I had eaten. I put the seeds in those pots. But what we got growing out of this pot right now, these is tomatoes. How they got in there, I don't know. Here we got some spinach. Got that spinach coming up. We got some little weeds mixed and mingled with that. That's one thing I try to tell people, like when you're doing this garden, it's almost like you almost gotta be at a place, because you really gotta maintain, you gotta keep this garden up, because it'll it'll run over you so quick. So this is spinach. So those are doing their thing. Right here, we got some more garlic. Some garlic all through there. Right here, we got my cherry tomatoes. Look at them, they just going. They just going. Some more right here. More right there. More down here. There those is going up. Growing up. And these things will fill this whole thing up. And I got them going over this trellis. They're gonna go. The idea is to have them go up and over. Then over here, check this out. Got this netting to keep the birds from crushing my blackberries. Look at those. All through there. Blackberries. They all through it. Look at that. They change colors. Let's see. All through there. Look at the bottom. Bottom is done. I'll be out here picking these, and the more you pick them, the more they come back. See what I mean? See how they start with flowers? Start from flowers. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. They start from flowers, and they produce fruit. Raspberries. Check out the raspberries. The raspberries out of control. Got your raspberries. Those all coming. Those gonna take a little time. Be here for some patience. Look at all these little clusters. Those about to pop. Develop into these. Another cluster here. Another cluster here. Another cluster. They all coming. We got a whole nother tree. Check the flowers out. Look at that. All raspberries. That's amazing. This right here, we got mint. One mistake I made about the mint, but it's not really a mistake because I can deal with it. But when you put this mint, it's invasive, so this stuff will go. So down at the other end, I had this whole thing full of mint. So I went ahead and just pulled them up. I still got this batch. Here we got shallots, onions. These right here, this is sweet potato. Let's see how those do. Check them out. Beans. Look at it. Keep on going up. Keep going. I ain't do none of this. Look what they doing. They winding and wrapping on their own. And they forming. Fill this trellis up. Whole trellis gonna get filled with beans. So what I'm gonna do with this one I am gonna help. It's gonna take that, just leave it right there, it'll catch. Got the collard greens. It's always best to harvest these as soon as possible. This back row. So these small can get the nutrients they need. Got a lot of little insect bites on them, but you know they ain't gonna hurt nothing. Still all good. Here, since I had this space, I just plopped some more beans in the ground. See that? Cabbage, Brussels sprouts, little Brussels sprouts. I've been always struggling with these last couple of years. I'm gonna figure this out. Sooner or later. It's another weed. Brussels sprouts. That's that lemon cucumber. All these flowers. Look at those. You can see little buds on them. Those are like those lemon cucumbers. Got some more here. That's gonna produce. Just don't stop. You see that. Start with that flower. Start with that flower. Right with that flower. That's where the fruit comes. So you just look at these. At this these cucumber vines. It's all tomatoes. I just picked the tomatoes. I haven't even counted how many I picked today. Just that cucumber row. That's covering up my trail, my path. They're just protruding along. The Lamb's garden. So that sums it up for the day. It's growing. There's some more